Okay, here we are, May 24th, 2026, at Curtin Springs Wildlife Habitat. We'll do a 18-minute walk, depending on what we encounter. If you have a steady cam for me to use, let me know. I only do this once a month. Try to keep the phone steady as I can. Little wildlife flowers here along the road. And there's some kind of bush now coming up in the middle of the field. I see the county has planted a tree, I believe. Could be a volunteer, it's hard to know. Lots of dead grass, lots of healthy grass. Haven't had much rain this winter or this spring. So I'm surprised things are as green as they are. But we're going into the dry season. June is sometimes a little bit colder than May. Cloudier, but not always. But certainly usually drier than May, but May's been pretty dry this year. And we've got that bush there and that one there. I like to envision what this is going to be like in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. County put up some green bird houses. Try to do these walks in the middle of the month, around the 15th, but last month and this month have been challenged. Depends on my left knee and how it's feeling, and if I'm able to do this long walk without damaging it further. So many people in wheelchairs, crutches, boots, amputees. Wish they could walk like this. Rest seems to be the best thing for my knee. So I've been staying it off as much as possible, focusing in on making videos and piano videos and piano practice. A couple of the videos I did was a lot of nonsense songs like Bingo. There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, and I've tried to encourage people to social dance, tango. Someday I'll do a social dance, and tango is its name. Oh, T-A-N-G-O, 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 and tango is its name. Oh, Sunday. Parking lot is full at the church. All those churchgoers. Being in nature, gardening is an opportunity to get some food, flowers, seeds, and be in nature. So I changed the song to Someday I'll farm a small green plot, and Bingo is its name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo is its name. Oh, little wetlands here. There is some water there. This is the Curtin Springs. Over here too. Perhaps you can hear the little tinkle of the water. And then I got the idea of a contracting garden, spelling it G-A-R-D-N. Someday I'll farm a small green plot, and garden is its name. Oh, G-A-R-D-N, 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 and garden is its name. Oh, another song I used to share with the kids when I was a substitute teacher in elementary school. Only preschool to 3rd grade could I get away with it, or in music class when I substituted for the music teacher, and that was, are you sleeping or are you faking, Sister Jane, Brother John? Morning bells are ringing, birds and bees are singing, ding dong ding, chirp chirp is. Side effect of that was when I'd see the students, I did that for like 6 years. When I saw people the next year or second or third year, and I got to have them in class, they wouldn't recognize me, remember me, until I shared that song to them, since nobody else sings that "Are You Sleeping" or "Are You Faking" song like I do, not yet anyway. They would say, oh, now I remember you. It's amazing how music or lyrics help people remember things. So here we go. Here's another part, only it's a dry spring. Yep, totally dry, but there is a little pond back there by those trees. Oh, we got a little color here. I'm not sure what this is. Flower. But very nice. So, a couple different paths we could take. I'm just going to do one. I hope to meet somebody at 12:30 and I'm still limiting my amount of walking. This is quite a trek for me. Haven't done this much walking for a month. I think it's called the medial collateral ligament that I tore a couple years ago, and then for some reason acted up when I was walking a couple months ago, and it's been on and off, healing and not healing, getting injured again, or being challenging, a little painful. This is quite the tall grass along the path. You don't see this very much. Might be the only month of the year that it happens. Rain can knock it down. Drought can knock it down. And makes it a little interesting. Here they actually mowed. County comes in. Maybe if you've seen these before, you remember the sign. Supposed to be flowers in here, but I don't see them. I think they let that fall by the wayside. In this circle was supposed to be those flowers on the sign. Beautiful, huh? Okay. Coming into the second half of the walk. This, if you're a first timer, this is 25 acres. It was donated by a couple that were actively trying to create a better world with slogans. I went to the estate sale when they went into assisted living and gave up their house and the land. Had a very large cabinet with very small drawers in it, and each one had a saying or affirmation. And oh, look at this. This is how they got in here to mow. So they donated it to the county, the land, and stipulated it should be a wildlife habitat. Curtin Springs, as far as I know, starts just the other side of Andreessen, but it may start west of Heritage Farm, since there's a east-west body of water, which I've documented the recent project to enhance the wetlands at Heritage Farm. They've made it a deeper trench, moved it away from the parking lot, so I guess it would be less likely to compromise the parking lot. Water underneath asphalt can remove the foundation and make it cave in. So they've got a deep channel in the center, and then a wider kind of basin. It's very shallow. I think it's only 2 or 3 feet deep for when we get rain and an increase in water. So that water may come here. And then Curtin Springs from here goes under 205 and then goes north and empties into Salmon Creek. So it's interesting that it goes from west to east and from south to north. But so it does. You would think we would see lots of rabbits. We certainly see a lot of them at Heritage Farm Community Garden. They have garden plots 20 by 20 you can rent. And I think it's $80 a year. They supply water and wood chips and compost that comes from all the participants there at Heritage Farm Gardening. We're a nation of sickies, unfortunately, the United States of America. Tobacco companies bought up all the food companies, got their scientists to work to make foods addictive, and diabetes is rampant. I recently researched that there's 130,000 to 160,000 amputations, mostly legs, feet, in the U.S. every year due to diabetes. Oh, this is a nice area. A lot of people bring their dogs here. They think it's a dog park, but it's not. Dogs are supposed to be on a leash, and they're supposed to pick up after them. And some of them actually do it. So, here we go. The house is empty. There were caretakers for a while that were living there. There's an orchard down there, apples and pears that the people had. And now we're coming out. This is not supposed to be here, this U.S. storage. There's, a little corruption going on in the USA. And somehow they allowed that to happen. Oh, probably about 10 years ago. Okay. Little color. The home stretch. Earlier in the season, there were a bunch of stinging nettles, but not right now. This horsetail plant. Oh, look at that. Lots of pond plants in the Curtin Springs on both sides. So, Still a little water there, not much. It's going to get drier. A little mint. I don't know what this purple flower tall plant is. If you know, please leave a comment and enlighten me. That's one thing that changes through the seasons. Now we got some yellow flowers here. I think they look like iris to me, but maybe not. I haven't had iris for a while at my place. I had a bunch of them for a while and then got bored with it, I guess. This fragile plant needs care. So here we are at the end.